I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go. Bands back together.
Luke, make a rock opera right now.
I've seen what I've seen.
Bum, bum.
Welcome to Credit Zero.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Credit Zero.
Yay!
Yay!
That's definitely not our opening.
No,
We started?
Touche.
What?
Are we doing something in reverse in this fucking improv room?
Why wasn't you ready?
I was too busy shoving my
I need a
face full of...
suggestion.
I get to.
I need a suggestion before I can do my... Merge! I need a suggestion. Merge! I play Party Quirks.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Credit Zero.
Welcome to Credit Zero.
Hell yeah, Credit Zero! Let's go! The podcast by After School Arcade, the improv troupe that is getting back into doing improv. Yay!
Yes.
Welcome to November, everybody. Ooh. November 2021. It's becoming the season where like everything gets darker. I'm not looking forward to it. I know that everyone here, apart from me, loves the colder seasons. Can we at least agree the fact that it's getting dark at 5 p.m. fucking sucks?
Yeah, it does suck.
Totally.
Cool, thank you. That's all I wanted. I can coast for the rest of this fucking podcast. I'm good. I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
Angry Birds.
It's dark and cold now, which is very depressing and very sad to look out to.
It's okay, you just wake up earlier.
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
Wake up at 7 in the morning.
I think we found the pull yourself up by your bootstraps if you're poor guy on this fucking
A
podcast.
resident 31-year-old
There's
old
nothing to do with you
man.
being poor. Just
Oh,
wake
it has nothing to do with being poor. Oh!
Okay.
You're part of
Yeah.
the problem, man.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
But I refuse to change.
What about
And that's why we love you.
what about people, Darel? What about people who can't afford alarm clocks? What are they supposed to do at 7 o'clock in the morning?
What are they
Yeah.
supposed to do? He asked you a question.
They probably have phones, don't they?
You guys have phones, don't you? That's you, Darel.
That's you.
That's
You're as
you.
bad
That's
as you right
Blizzard.
now.
That's
yeah.
you.
I'm as bad as Blizzard?
Yeah.
Blizzard Entertainment?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm not sure if we should go down that route. No. Do you know all the accusations they're being
Yeah.
faced with? Yeah.
That's why I want to layer it up.
You know what Alicia Silverstone? She did that with her children?
Who's
Didn't
that?
she write The Missing Piece?
No, she was the Batgirl in Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Anyways,
This is why we don't talk about movies on this podcast.
Well,
yeah.
it's not a movie thing. It's more like the actor thing. The actor herself fed her children like a bird. Like she chewed the food in her mouth and then
Spat it into her kids' mouths?
yes.
What
That's
was
gotta
her-
get CPA called on your ass.
Yeah, what was her reason for it?
I don't know.
I was bored.
She just thought that was healthier for her child. Like it was already pre-chewed.
My name's Cheryl Silverstein or whatever the fuck you said.
Alicia Silverstone.
My name's Alicia Silverstein. Why would you do...
Nice.
All right. Here's what's going to happen, right? For this episode, one of us is going to ask the others an open table question. We have to answer it as honestly as possible. And we're allowed to lie to one question. However, if you correctly call someone out on a lie, you get 1 point. Let's see if anyone scores
God.
even 1 point. Got it?
That's convoluted, but let's
Each one of
try
us asks a question to the entire group.
Yeah.
We're allowed to lie to one person the entire time.
Okay.
You're allowed to call out a lie. I'm going to say once per person, so I cannot say that Leslie's lying every round, otherwise that would be unfair. And let's see if anyone gets even 1 point. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Who has the first question? Luke, you look like you're ready to boil.
Have you ever been in a situation?
Yes, all the time, really.
Lie.
Ah, shit, you got me.
Have you ever been in a situation where you knew you could do something that would ruin your life, and you didn't do it?
You knew you could do something that would... How do you know? Okay. You know, I won't question it.
Like the choice, it's not that you want to do that thing, but it's like you were faced with a decision.
A really easy decision by the sounds of it.
Yeah, a really easy decision by the sounds of it, but it's like if I made the wrong decision, it would ruin my life.
And not in hindsight, like in the moment.
In
like,
the moment, yeah.
I went to.
I got one. Go ahead, Drew.
I went to Niagara Falls, one of the casinos.
I thought you were going to
there.
say Brock University.
I went to spent a lot of money. No, I went to Niagara Falls, the university there, the casino there.
I went there once.
Yeah, I like playing blackjack or not blackjack.
Poker
every once in a while, and I was like, maybe I'll join a table. And I'm like, I don't need to lose a bunch of money. All these people, most of these people, take this game seriously, and I've played it like 5 times with friends, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. So that was a pretty easy decision, but it definitely I steered clear away from that shit.
In the late fall of 2019, I received an offer from a friend of mine to move to Calgary straight up with them. And this was 2019. You all remember. I think this was on podcast now that I think about
I
it.
think I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Not a lot going on in my life right now. I totally could take this. And then just like spur of the moment, I was like, nah. Not only am I not going to take this, I'm not going to think about it anymore because I know if I overthink it, I'm going to second guess myself and I might do it. So, nah.
Just like wrote it off, basically immediately.
Yeah. Not immediately. Again, ask Luke. Kind of defeats the purpose for this round specifically for me, but it took me like 2 or so weeks to come to a solid conclusion about it.
Fair enough. Darel Dean.
Daryl Dean.
Daryl Dean.
Yes. For me, I think it was
Daryl Dean.
Thanks, Leslie.
Thanks for showing up, Leslie.
Yeah, no
for
problem.
me, Daryl Dean.
What? Oh.
It was in the car, and I was having an argument with a partner of mine.
A partner?
Yeah.
Lies.
And I.
Sorry.
I'm not done yet.
No.
Is this Momo?
No, she wasn't a partner of mine.
So,
Like,
no, it wasn't Momo?
No, Momo.
Wait, was it a male partner of yours? Because then it would be no, but homo Momo.
Momo.
Maybe she's not real. You were solo.
Maybe you were solo and you were getting a little bit of FOMO.
No, we were not yelling, but we were arguing back and forth. And I was thinking, well, wouldn't it be so easy if I just like turn the wheel around, you know? And what if I just like slid into the ditch here? And then her side would
okay.
get smashed, but not mine.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
I thought it. Okay, this is the whole thing. It's just like think about it.
He was mad after admitted to
Yeah.
us. You got what we call in the business jamais vu. I've heard about this before. The realization that you could do something, not even the desire to do it, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to kill your partner, let me know, and immediately. But like the realization that you can do something and like a weird shudder, like, ugh, I have the ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't a good feeling after I thought
that's
that.
that's not bad.
No.
Yeah.
The imp of the perverse.
When I was really young, I was in front of a
Sure.
fireplace for like one of the first times, and I realized that I could just like I had a doll when I was younger because my parents got me a doll. I don't know if that's weird. And I realized for the
What
first
kind
time,
of a doll was it?
I was like one of those like generic baby dolls.
A
Like,
baby doll.
It was like a baby.
Baby doll.
Yeah, nice. It was like one of those like infants, but it was like plush. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Plush infants.
Did you ask for an infant baby doll?
I had it since I was born, so no.
Oh.
I didn't ask to be
had the
born.
chance.
I never asked for the doll. I got both, so I just went with it. Really.
You come out of the womb like, can I have a baby doll, please?
So yeah, I experienced jamais vu for the first time at like, no joke, like 4 years old. Going like, I could throw this in the fire and it would go. Like, I just like held it closer to me at that realization.
Yeah. I had that, you know those like,
I'm in touch with my feminine side because I got that doll. See, you can't get girlfriends, Daryl, specifically because of this. That's why you're thinking of driving into a ditch and killing your partner. And I'm thinking of surprising her with flowers.
What?
I fucked your ditch girlfriend, Daryl.
Oh, wow. Well, I left her in a ditch, so whatever.
You can have her.
You can have my garbage. I hate women.
As the woman of this podcast, Leslie, what do you think? Sexist or non-sexist, our current terrain?
If we were to keep traveling in this direction.
No, just the direction we've traveled so far.
Not quite yet.
All right, we can get there. All right, go on about her bad qualities.
No, I'm done.
Tell us
cool.
about how much you hate women.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad.
Oh, this is great.
name 5 things you hate about women.
Listen, I'm not that guy, okay? I'm not that guy.
1.
All right, Leslie.
When I was 16, I went to someone's house party and people were doing lines of cocaine. And for an inkling, I was like, maybe it could be fun, but then I decided against it. And that could have taken a very sharp turn in my life.
That's probably a good idea if you didn't do it.
I agree.
Cocaine's easy to have a problem with.
Can't decide whether you've used your lie really early on or not, but I don't think you have. Oh, as an added little... No, let's not. I was going to say whether you've lied at the end of a round, but nah, but then that'll make it really easy for a later round.
It affects other-
Yeah, I want to hear what everyone's lie is afterwards, though, because we all have to lie once.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
Luke, you have to answer your own question still.
Yeah, every time I am in like a city and there's like one of those grates, you know how they have like grates where it's like if there's like the subway under it or if there's like a heat well or something and it's really deep. I already have like vertigo and like fear of heights, and every time I'm above that I'm like, this is solid, but what if I just like took out my phone and
just
like dropped
dunk.
it?
Yeah.
Or my keys or something, and it's like, no, they're in my pockets.
They're not gonna fall in.
But if I took it out and let go,
You ever think like I'm
done.
thinking about it, so maybe it will like the ground won't be solid from now on? You ever have that thought where it's like if you're like on a boat and you're like, wait, how is the boat? No, I can't think about that because then the boat will sink.
It'll cause a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
I've definitely done similar things.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Okay. Well, fine.
Luke is a stable adult.
No, but that's no, because I've worked on that.
So this
Oh,
is like a worry of yours, like an irrational fear sort of thing.
Almost, but it's like kind of, but it
Kind of like an intrusive thought of like,
yeah.
what if?
Intrusive thought's
Yeah.
a good way of
Yeah,
putting
like
it.
step on a crack, break your mother's back, step on a grate, take your phone out, and drop it on purpose.
And that's not great. You needed to rhyme it, dude.
Yeah.
You can't rhyme great with great.
And they're different
Idiots.
spellings. They're different spellings.
Be sad, mate.
Fucking idiot. You fucking stupid idiot. Fucking stupid idiot.
Stupid
Great with great. So fucking.
Are you doing a Philip Seymour Hoffman bit right now?
Yeah, just like when you guys leave, I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm great with
Oh,
great.
that's the worst when you're like you've just finished a social event and you're like, like you feel like they didn't like you. You know what I mean?
Man, that happened to me like yesterday at work.
Yeah.
There was.
I was there. They hated you.
Fuck you. There was somebody who they were like on their way out, and earlier they had mentioned that they like lost their purse 2 weeks ago. So on their way out, I was like, "Good luck getting a new purse." But they had already gotten a new purse. They were wearing it on the way out, so they're like, thanks. And then they left, and I was like, "You fucking idiot! They already had a purse."
That's when you play off the joke. It's like, oh, that must be it. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, see you later.
Apparently, I'm not witty enough for that because I just kicked myself for it.
Oh.
All right, I got one. Are you guys good with it?
Yeah.
Cool. What's the most inconsequential lie you've kept up for a significant period of time? Like the most pointless, like, I could just tell the truth at any time, who gives a shit
So
level. Oh, you have an answer for this
yeah, I have an
immediately.
answer pretty right away. It's I mean, y'all are probably gonna think it's super lame.
Mine's
but
lamer, probably.
In university, one of my like closest university friends anyway, we had it was a sort of running joke where I basically said that basil doesn't have flavor.
Yeah.
Like if you just eat a basil leaf, it doesn't have flavor.
You should get closer because you'd get close to the echoey part.
And she got really mad at me because she was like from an Italian family. And so I just kept the joke going that I just didn't taste basil. Super inconsequential lie, but it's just really amusing for me.
That is clearly the truth. That is so very truthy. All right.
I'm gonna have to think. I feel like if it's such a pervasive lie that I don't even think about it anymore.
Ooh, so it's now become the truth.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never met Sarah now that I think about it.
I have something to tell you.
It'd be cool if you like fooled yourself that you had a girlfriend. That would actually be nice.
It's like Joker.
It's like fulfillment.
Wow.
It's like being fulfilled. it's I don't know, it seems like it would streamline the relationship process, yeah? No fights? Why is it like Joker?
That's what he said.
You're laughing?
Yo, this is like Joker.
Yeah. He said it's like Joker and you're laughing.
That was very funny. It is like Joker, and you're like, wow.
Some realization washed over the movie. talking about
Anybody
movie
else?
comments.
No, just Drew for now.
I got one.
Okay.
So I don't tell this lie anymore, but
Yeah.
when I was a virgin, I would like play up the fact that I wasn't a virgin.
I think you told us didn't you tell us about this with like that one friend that you kind of told and then they told your partner?
No, that's something else.
Okay.
This is a story that like. So I went to right out of high school. I went to university for a semester before I worked and did a whole bunch of other stuff. But in that first year of university, I was like one of the first of my friends to go. And so they're like, "Oh, what's the experience like? What's university like?" And so I told them this like really long, elaborate story about how I lost my virginity in like a frat house.
I'm trying to decide whether you're lying or not. This is taken on like I don't know about you guys. You guys are probably just having fun. Me, knowing that
You're
we all
getting
have to lie
hyper-competitive?
once.
Yeah.
Yes, I always get hyper competitive about these things, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to study his face, whether he's lying or not. But
I
because he's got that genuine smile, I don't think he's lying.
I could tell you more about this story. It was quite.
I already believe you, but please, you have the floor.
Yeah. Well, it starts off in like a frat house.
All right, now I don't believe you.
And then the guy, like when I walk in,
Back to believing you.
the guys are like, you know, whatever, fraternizing.
Nope.
And then
Boo.
Yeah. never.
and then one of the guys is
teens?
like, "Oh, did you see about this new vice presidential candidate, Sarah Palin?"
Yep, never mind. Back on board. Everyone knows that frat guys talk about like,
Sarah
hey,
Palin.
did you see about this new VP candidate, Sarah Palin?
Yeah, but like the whole part was like, "Oh, she was so hot. She's so like hot for like a
Did you
vice
see
president."
about her hotness, fellow frat man?
And they're like, "Yeah, let's watch it." Oh, I like recorded the vice presidential debates, and then
quite
so,
the
like,
Gonna jack off to it later.
and then so a bunch of frat boys went over to the couch to watch.
There's got to be Sarah Palin
vice
like imitation
presidential
porn
debates.
out there.
Absolutely.
Why would they need the debate? They can't get
Absolutely.
horny to that.
Well,
Maybe
maybe,
they could.
but this was like 2008, 2009.
Well, hold on.
Before that
This-
porn existed.
This was how you said you lost your virginity. It started with people getting horny to the VP debate.
Yeah.
That's what you decided to lie with. Did
Yeah.
anyone believe you?
Then
Did
Sarah
you lose
Palin
that's
flew
where
in
it's-
in a helicopter and he fucked Sarah Palin.
That's where it started, and then I go upstairs, and there's like some
Sarah Palin? What are you doing here?
there's some drunk guy on a toilet, and he's like,
You remove your belt slowly. You're like, well, can't be a virgin.
and he was like, "Hey, listen, there's this really drunk girl in the other room, but I."
That's not inconsequential.
Yeah, but I can't do her. So you do her for me. And then I put on his sweater, and then I walked into the room, and then I did this. And this
Pretending
girl
to be him.
was ready. She was ready for me.
I'm glad this didn't actually happen.
Yeah. She was ready. You made up the story. Why in the shit fuck did you include her being drunk and you pretending to be someone else in your "look at me, I'm so cool" story?
Yeah,
When
wouldn't
you're trying to get people to view you with contempt.
All the
No
high school
offense.
friends are like, "Oh, that's so cool."
yeah, wouldn't you
They
want your
were.
friends to think that
You
someone wanted
respected
to fuck you and
consent?
not?
Yeah.
No, they thought it was really funny.
He was trying to
They
make it
liked my story.
believable.
Anyways, that's how I sort of did, but didn't lose my virginity.
Wait, okay, I have one. So I've probably talked to you guys before that there's like I was physically disgusted by eggs like most of my life, and I had like a campaign to train myself to like eggs.
I haven't been told about this.
Okay, well I haven't talked to you ever.
Shit.
But I had
Joker.
I had like a fucking campaign to like teach myself how to like eggs because I'm like they're nutritious and I shouldn't go through my life knowing that most breakfasts are like off limits to me. And I started telling people that I was training myself to like eggs, and I still don't. I just like I just
That is
my God.
inconsequential.
I just like cut it up on the plate or put it in a napkin. Sometimes I'll eat it and like go to the bathroom and throw up. It sucks.
You like legit don't eat eggs at all.
Don't eat eggs at all.
And so, for the record,
I mean-
you still eat egg. You still don't eat eggs.
Yeah.
We need to see if there's validity to your. I pretended to slowly
overcome it.
To overcome it.
To overcome it, yeah.
So that first part is true.
The first part is absolutely true.
All right.
And they're both true.
I feel like I remember him talking
trying-
about training about eating eggs, though. I feel like I remember that,
All right. I'll let it slide.
but I could be I could be.
Are you ready, Leslie? Because if
Hold on,
not, I can go.
why didn't you ever try to learn how to eat eggs?
Well, I tried,
He
but
did.
it's horrible. He did.
It's horrible.
He did.
But I wanted, I was like maybe 17 at the time, so I was like really intent on like being proud of myself, like disciplining myself. So I just
And you
started
wanted other
telling
people-
people
Yeah, you want other
that
people
I
to be
was
proud of you, too.
overcoming.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lie.
You think so? You're calling him?
Yeah, I'm calling you out right
right.
now.
do
That's
you
a
mean?
lie. That is such a
You
lie.
don't get to. Well, unless you want to reveal at the end. You're a braver man than I, Daryl, because I was wondering, like, is that a lie? Is that not a lie? You know, like what I mean?
No, it's so believable that it has to be a lie. Like it's so reachable.
Oh,
that,
I'd
like,
love to see you on Would I Lie to You. Maybe we should do that one week.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Copyright trademark.
Okay, so I got mine. While Leslie's thinking of hers, hurry up because yours is coming up after mine. You're allowed to lie for one of them. You've got like insurance.
But
what if
did
the other
I
questions
lie
are really hard?
already?
Maybe she did do the cocaine.
Okay, so
yeah, that was the lie. She actually did so many lines.
So, the most inconsequential thing I lied about, I already know, easy as pie. Between grades, I'd say about 2 and 7, I was so lonely, so awkward, and so socially isolated from others because, like, my fucking school was, like, 5 minutes away by bus where everyone else, and it was also a rural area. Like, I lived in a rural area, the school was in yet another rural area. Then there was, like, the suburban area where everybody lived. And everybody could go to each other's house. The concept was fucking foreign to me, right? No joke of a lie, had to clear it with my parents about a week in advance if I wanted to hang out with someone. Because it involved, you know, driving people back, the time spent getting there, the time spent getting back, you know, all that jazz and stuff like that. And I kept hearing about people doing social things, like, you know, going to swim club or even hanging out with someone. And I was jealous of this fact. God, it's so pathetic to say it out loud. So between grades 2 through 7, may I remind you, all of those grades, I overcame the fact that I didn't really have a social life by lying about an extracurricular club that was called the Saturday Committee. And I don't know why I named it that, because when you're in grade 2, you think these names are really clever. We didn't meet on Saturdays, and that was the joke of the group.
Oh man.
And whenever people are like, so what do you do? I was like, oh, you know, things. And I never really, like, expanded beyond, like, you know, hanging out at the office of the place and, like, you know, doing certain things, doing community activities. What community activities? Oh, you know, the usual for the Saturday committee, like that sort of stuff.
Don't worry about it. Stop asking me questions.
5 years of my life, I kept up the lie. And, like, no one cared, of course. And I was like, you want to know what I did on the Saturday committee last week? And, like, people were like, yeah, sure, I guess. As casual as you would a conversation. But I was like, I saw other people. And everyone was like, so did everyone, dude. And I was like, haha, yeah. Tears flowing down my face.
5 years is a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, but being a kid,
True.
I
grade
believe
7?
that.
All the way to grade 7?
All the way to
Yeah.
grade 7. And I'll give you another detail about it if you want. Grade 5, I graduated from my first school, Maple Grove it was called, and then I went to a new school and kept up the Saturday committee
With
thing
new
at
people.
At the new, well, reason being that new school was a town away because I was in the gifted program, so I had even less ability to hang out with friends than I did before. So I was just sort of like way over. It was in the opposite direction too. Like, right, Maple Grove, my house, town, the other school.
So this Saturday committee.
I'm making motions with my hands.
Were there other kids in this committee, or was it with adults?
Well, it didn't exist, Drew.
No.
Using full Drew.
You thought it was real?
People would ask.
Looks like this lie wasn't so inconsequential.
Saturday
People would
committee,
ask.
like who came?
Yeah. So what kind of activities did you do? It was with other kids. In the lie.
Right. So they just went to a different school?
Yeah.
The kids aren't real, Drew.
Oh.
This is so fun. There is no Saturday committee, Drew.
Stop asking.
I'm just confused at why
Also-
the other kids were like, oh, there's just kids in the town we haven't met, I guess.
Yeah, like
First of all, who would say that? Second of all, there were no other kids there to ask that
They
question.
don't know that, though.
Do you expect grade 2 me to, like, play out, in this scenario when we meet, these kids are going to be wondering about the origin of where I came from.
No, I'm thinking like by grade 5, people are going to be like, oh, where are the like kids that you go to like this Saturday committee with? Why don't they go to this school?
Because I go to another school. They're not going to be like, really?
In grade 2, what are they, like, 7?
Yeah,
The story
7.
doesn't fucking add up, buddy.
They're inquisitive little bastards. They'll ask you why all the time.
Not when you're like sharing a neat little thing about your life. When you're talking about like why water is blue.
Yeah. No, they don't want alibis when you talk about what you did.
It's not like you're like, mommy's going to the store. Where's mommy really going to fuck her boyfriend?
It sounds like either they didn't believe you and they were just like, Paul's going off on a Saturday
Maybe.
thing. Or they
That's
were
not
like,
a criterion for an inconsequential lie.
Or they were like, oh, Paul has like other friends.
Yes,
Well,
that was the point of me telling the lie. Welcome to the conversation.
They obviously
Population
didn't
us.
want to meet those other friends. They weren't interested in them at all. They were like, they go to a boring
Dude,
Saturday meeting.
Okay, hold
Not
on. I'm
even
gonna unpack
Saturday?
the stupidity of this comment. So, Darel, you and I are in grade 2 together. I realize you're older than me, but shut up, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying like, I went to I've got a swim club and I did laps really fast the other day. Do you expect me to A, go, oh, that's cool, you're swimming? Or B, who are these other swimmers and when can I meet them?
I'm not saying you're a jealous girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. It's
No, you're saying why haven't I met these people? Because there are more people that, they're in grade 2, they have object permanence. You dummy.
Also, you're in another town over. They're probably going to be like, oh, it's in the town.
Yeah, that's actually a really good fucking
Yeah, but
point.
this is such a big part of your life for fucking 5 years.
It wasn't a big part. The reason I lied is because I had no big parts to my life.
Right, but from their perspective, this is a big part of your life. You do it every week.
Yeah, but it was just another thing I did. They didn't ask, like, if they didn't share a fucking, like, gym class with me, they weren't like, hey, how was gym class? I want to know every detail.
Why are they German?
Because I'm doing a Nazi
Oh,
comparison.
I see. I didn't get that right away.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Let's move on. Who else has it? You have a thing to talk about?
Yeah. What was your inconsequential lie?
Okay, the only thing that I can think about is
Dicks.
24/7,
Hey.
all day, dicks all day.
Peen, cut, uncut.
Yeah, cut or uncut?
Dicks all day, DAD.
What, my peeing?
No, like the dicks you think of.
Cut.
Ugh, you're not a woman of taste. Go on.
Apologies.
Thank you. Accepted.
So I remember.
I may just be some country bumpkin, but I like my dicks cut.
That's a good lesbian person.
Sound civilized. Put a hood on this thing, please.
Hide your shame.
Oh, gross. Do you like them because they're like compelled to masturbate less?
No.
Okay.
And I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's the reason it started in the USA. Isn't that crazy? It's the only reason that people started doing it for non-religious reasons.
Yeah.
So if you're dating someone cut who does not have a family history of like being specifically Jewish or some sects of Islam, it's specifically because they thought in the like 1800s.
Yeah.
1800s that like if you would like snip the tip off, they'd stop masturbating as much. Only reason.
Was
Yeah,
there like
there's
a
a-
cereal guy that like made it a big deal?
Kellogg.
Yeah.
There's
Kellogg and Graham, the graham cracker guy.
Yeah, there was a myth that it was also cleaner, but that's not true.
That's not true.
Tired of everybody
Yeah.
playing soggy
So-
biscuits, so they're like, cut the tip off.
I don't want to think about soggy biscuit, dude.
It is cleaner in the fact that you get infection if the skin is over the head too long.
Like smegma?
Like if you
smegma.
don't wash your dick.
If you don't wash your dick when you're cut, it's still a myth. It's basically if you have bad hygiene, you're at risk of infection, and that's true for cut and uncut dicks. They've done.
Well, I thought it would be more with uncut just
Nope,
because
that's a myth.
You just
Urban
gotta
myth.
dip in bleach and whatever.
dip your dick in bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that bleach.
And, like, I'm putting it in vodka anyway, so like...
I'll also say,
That's fine.
as a guy that's into guys, I can 100% say, and I'm sorry to gross out anybody here,
Ew.
the like unwashed
guys.
like dicks that are like definitely at risk of infection are definitely I'd say anecdotal evidence more prevalent in the cut guys because they think, oh, I'm cut, I couldn't possibly be unclean. I even met one guy who was like, no, it's fine, I'm cut, I can't get infections.
I can believe that.
Like I don't need to like be that careful. It's the uncut guys that gotta be
What an idiot.
right. No,
Like I didn't just learn that right now.
Well, you guessed. It's fine. And also, presumably, you said that, but still wash your dick.
I also
wash
like
my
the
dick.
idea of being.
Then you're fine. You're not
Hello,
that guy.
everybody.
You're
Yes.
not the idiot.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I
Not
wash
that guy.
my
Catchphrase to
dick.
that.
I washed my dick. I didn't drive my girl into a creek. I don't know what to say to you people.
I'm not that guy. I'm honestly amazed that people like have a shower, use soap or whatever, get to the dick and then full stop. Get to the dick and then just go, nah, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Like just keep going.
Yep. No, I agree. Plus, most fulfilling part of the shower to you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we interrupted you. You said you talked about dicks. Then we got into like. By the way,
You know, I just came to the realization. I saw that Peaches
That
stole a
she's gonna
wrapper.
eat
That, yeah.
Well,
okay.
yeah, no, she stole a wrapper from my bag that I had spat my gum into earlier. My gum is no longer in this wrapper.
Oh no.
Nice, Peaches.
way to go, Peaches.
Okay.
Fucking slob.
Anyway,
My,
tell your partner to wash his dick and then go on.
Well, hopefully go on first and then tell them.
Tell my partner to wash his dick?
If it needs washing, sure.
He already washes his dick.
Then he's good. I can see
Yeah.
why you date him. Go on.
Okay, so I remember in grade 4 we were learning the provinces, as you do, of Canada. And I was
a little
having...
bit late to learn the provinces. That's a lie.
Yeah, I was about to say, we learned about them in like 2.
Okay, well, good for you.
With your private education.
Why?
Okay, I think it was in like grade 4-ish, but we were learning about the provinces, and I was
I'm not getting horny. Go on.
grade 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're gonna make Drew horny for real.
Okay, sorry.
No, there are no cats around. That's fine.
This entire Credit Zero has been like an experiment, a sting operation, shifting Drew from kids to cats to normal human beings.
Is that the tier system?
Of like how bad it is to fuck yes.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
never mind.
What
Yeah.
provinces?
Is
Yeah.
that it? We were learning about the provinces. That's my lie.
No, so we were learning about the provinces, and I was having a hard time remembering all of them, and then the evaluation came time, I didn't do well on it, and I continued living life, and I was just like, wow, I don't know my provinces, blah, blah, blah. And,
What's the lie?
well, when I got older, I still kept up by saying, like, yeah, I don't know all my provinces to some people. Because,
though you did?
Even though I did at that point, because I was like, hee hee. It was kind of like a, ooh, I'm so dumb.
Yeah, but when did you learn them?
I remember I told my best friend that in like grade 9, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna teach you the fucking provinces then. And I was like,
The
oh,
fucking
okay.
provinces. He taught BC first, right?
Before cock.
Truthfully, people fuck a lot in BC.
Is that true?
Anecdotal. Go on.
I assumed someplace like Saskatchewan people fuck a lot.
No,
Yeah,
they
they
don't.
fuck a lot around.
going on.
Nice. But that's probably like behind closed doors. You know what I mean?
They fuck on the street on
yeah,
BC.
BC is borderline. There's a lot of like, I don't know how we could find the like statistics on like arrests for exhibitionism per province. I bet you anything BC would be the highest per capita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Quebec, maybe.
They got French people, that's true.
No, I mean, I'm
They
thinking
probably have
like,
looser exhibitionist laws though.
that's what I'm thinking, because there's like looser smoking laws and shit.
Yeah. I guess that'd be hard to compare. Maybe I should do my PhD on exhibitionism.
PhD.
Oh, I've got a vested interest. Anyway, is that your story?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. It's this kind of like,
I'm gonna say I think that you couldn't think of a damn thing, and this one's your lie.
no, I couldn't think of a damn thing.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
But then I retract it. I get to go again, motherfucker. You told me.
What?
Or did I?
I'm still retracting.
Am I lying or not?
If we're
Am I lying?
if we say
Doctors
lie,
hate
you can't. Wait, was that just like banter, or was that like you letting me know officially?
It was banter. It was
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll stick with it. I
Okay.
think this one's the lie.
okay.
You're
All right.
cool, but
Who's the next question? Who's got the next question? Inconsequential lie for me. What was it for you?
Well, that was the Imp of the Perverse thing. Like, have you been in it?
Oh right. Yeah. Jamais vu. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I have a question for y'all.
Hit me with it.
What is the most expensive purchase not including like university tuition or anything like that, that you've made that you've regretted.
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 You regretted.
Chaos dual disc.
Within
It's just a regular dual disc.
Within this year?
Like a year after you purchased it. Like.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, I'm poor, motherfucker. I don't
You
buy
regretted
things.
it and like pretty immediately regretted it.
These jeans.
I can go ahead with that. I am a very impulsive buyer. I like to buy material things to have because it makes me feel happy for a minute.
A minute.
And I'm
feel that.
also an animal lover. So in high school,
Drew can relate.
yeah, I mean, not as intense as Drew is, but I like pets. I like having pets. And in high school, I used to work quite a bit, but I had no spare money because I spent all of my money on fish keeping. Like, I had 2 bathtub-sized tanks in my basement.
$2,000 fish keeping. Fucking 10 grand bonus
Yes.
fish keeping. Actually?
Put it in the budget.
It's really, like, a really expensive hobby.
Fish keeping?
Yeah.
Keeping
Like,
fish.
You gotta raise crops
You
and then get a
killed
return
Darel.
on
Darel's on the ground
Yeah, what
right
the
now.
fuck are you doing?
Say something. For those that couldn't hear, Darel just went like,
That's a great next censor sound.
I'm not sure it came through.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very expensive hobby. I used to go to like fish
The
stores
store?
and pet stores. Yes. And I'd see a fish and I'd be like, oh, he's so cute. Let me get everything I need to house him.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
That does sound expensive for like impulse buying.
So that's why I don't have any savings
So
anymore.
what's your
Oh,
most?
you're just stocks
Keeping
on
with the
fish.
question, what's the one purchase you made in that line that was the most expensive that you can think of that you regretted immediately?
In that line.
Tank or a really expensive lionfish.
Yeah, I did. Oh, no, I didn't do saltwater tanks. They were too much work. Yeah, I just kept buying a lot of fish. I don't know.
It's just like the
My fish
overall
hobby.
amount.
I still liked having them and everything, but
Liar.
yeah,
You looked heartbroken when I said that.
my fish. Yeah, I would still be into the hobby if I could afford it, but I've learned to control my spending. But yeah, it wasn't any one purchase in particular. It's just I look back on that whole chapter of my life as like, God, chill out.
Just a bunch of like $30 to $40 things, the odd $200
Here
things
and
just
there, and
stacking
yeah,
up,
and then I'd just like see a fish that would follow my finger in the store and be like, you're coming home with me, and then I'd get like a whole $500 setup then and there.
Nice.
So when did you go from fish to bearded dragons?
When I went to university,
When the tank dried up.
it ran out of water, so
I needed to have a use for it, so I put a dragon in there.
There's all this fucking sand in here.
it is
ran
actually
out
an
of
old
tuna.
fish tank my bearded dragon's in right now.
Nice.
Yep. But yeah, because when I went off to university, my mom's like, I'm not taking care of these 5 tanks of fucking fish. Like,
Wonder why.
What was the tone? Did she say these 5 tanks of fucking fish? I'm not taking over these 5 tanks of fucking fish, you freak.
no, she was just like, you need to start planning on what you're going to be doing with these guys because they're your pets.
5 tanks of fucking fish.
But she did end up taking care of one big guy for me because he was in like I was.
Big guy.
He's a big guy. He was like the size of.
Do you name him Magnum?
No.
Oh, you
What
should.
about
Magnum.
Trojan?
Get a big fish and name them Magnum. And then every time you're with your partner, point to them and just go like, "It's you." It's a dick joke.
I got it.
Oh.
Wiener.
Dick. Or it's the trifecta.
Anyone else?
Okay, well this
Purchase, yes,
this
go.
purchase happened this year. Actually, not too long ago. I got a PS5,
Hell yeah.
and
You
I got
regret it?
and I got yeah. Even though they're in like kind of demand right now, I spent. They make you buy 2 games.
Who'd you buy it for? You didn't just buy it for yourself. You bought it because you had this idea of like socializing.
Well, it was a friend of mine that got it for me, and I paid him back. He's really into getting PS5s for friends and family.
What the fuck kind of hobby is
That's
that?
a really weird hobby.
I know. It's just because PS5s, like right now, there's like a microchip demand, right? And so
That is true. I can
so
verify.
it's very
No,
hard
I
to
know
get.
that. I know what the details of what he's saying is true, But his friend, his hobby being let me
Who
buy PS5.
likes to get PS5s for
And also Darel getting a PS5, and also Darel getting a PS5 and immediately regretting it. I'm 95% on lie, but finish the story, see how I feel.
Okay, so my friend, he has like a day job and everything, but he gets put on these lists for like EB Games, GameStop, or whatever.
GameStop, no fly.
What?
No fly list.
Oh, okay.
I like the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he puts himself on all these lists just in case his name gets called, right? And so then he can talk to the next friend. Hey, I got this PS5. Do you want it? Or hey, I got this now. He asked me about it earlier in the year, and I was like, no, man. Like, I have a savings goal. I want to reach that goal, and then I don't want to buy that. And immediately after I said that, I was like, oh, shit, man. I missed out on a new system. I missed out on an upgrade. But now I got the system, I got the upgrade, it's like, it smells nice, the new plastic and everything. But I'm like, did I really need to spend almost $900?
Could have just gotten an air freshener.
Yeah, a new car smell.
Yeah, son.
Okay. Who's answered all of this?
I haven't
Just
answered
those
yet.
two.
Just those two have answered it. All right. Yeah. I think this one's your lie.
Okay.
That's. I'm gonna commit to that, and no one else is. The
No.
friend who buys PS5s as a hobby is true to the mind of Drew.
The thing is I could see it. It's very close, but I could see somebody thinking they're like doing a service to their community by doing that, and, like getting
Yeah.
their rocks off.
Veterans. When do the PS5 scalpers get their
We
holiday?
need a parade for the PS5 scalpers.
He's not a
you get your
scalper, though.
fucking-
He's not a scalper.
closer.
He's
can't.
giving
You
he's
can.
giving the PS5 for exactly the cost that he paid for it.
So then what does he gain from doing that?
money.
Well, he gets
No, he doesn't,
No,
because
he
he
doesn't.
just said he
gets a
resells it for
commission.
the same price.
he gets zero commission. He gives the price for what he pays for it.
He's selling it at cost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not even selling it really.
So
like,
he's just straight up like, you want to buy a PS5, but you don't want to put in the work? I'll put in the work for no reason.
Yeah,
For
he's
free.
not going to do it for everybody, but for his friends and family and people that are.
So it's a pride thing.
All
It's
the
like, I'm
people
good
in
at
his
this,
life that
I got
want
one for
PS5s.
myself. Let me get one for
He's
my
like
friends.
he's like a PS5 mutualist.
This could be a lie, but
Yeah.
I believe it.
All right. What's yours then?
Wait, do we only get? I'm confused. Do we, get
only
one
get-
guess per person or one guess?
We only get one guess per person.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you already used yours. One guess per person.
Yeah, I used one for Leslie. I used one for Darel. Haven't used one for either of you two because I think you've told the truths up to this
I
point.
shouldn't be hoarding my guesses then.
Yeah, unless you think everybody's gonna lie on the last question like I am. Whoops. Ruh-roh.
Can we switch later on if we hear something that's more of a lie?
I think that's up to the person who you're accusing. Nah, that would be bias. I don't know.
I say no.
Okay.
I think you got to commit to your guess.
But you don't know until the very end. you know?
Sucks
Yeah,
to
that's
suck.
that's a difficult thing about this. It's what adds the challenge. You guys got any ideas for purchases you've regretted?
Yeah, recently I in the last few months I tried to get a region-free Blu-ray player, and it did not hold up to expectations because
It was region locked.
no, it wasn't region locked. It's that Sony took away all the fucking services that it advertised because part of the reason why I bought it is it's like, oh, this can do pretty much everything an Apple TV can do. It's a Sony Blu-ray, so I can do PS Now and stream like Red Dead if I wanted to, and I can play DVDs and Blu-rays from around the world. And it turns out it could only play DVDs and movies from around the world. And it said it was a 4K upscale, and that didn't even work out. So I ended up returning it and then just buying the non-region free Blu-ray edition that's just a Blu-ray player and it looks a lot better.
And
Why would you buy a
regret that?
Blu-ray player in this year?
Yeah, what the fuck? Don't
do you mean?
know that's Zunes? What's the
We don't really go for physical media these days.
all
digital.
You don't, young man, but
Luke's a connoisseur.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke's a connoisseur of movies.
I like to go to the library and get movies. So
that
and
are
that's-
Blu-ray.
that are
Blu-ray.
4K, yeah. Hold on.
I can play DVDs on it, and I have my own 4K Blu-rays that I play. Like I asked for Criterion Collection Blu-rays for my birthday and Christmas. Like the fucking Wallace and Gromit.
Like the fucking Wallace and Gromit.
That's 4K? That's
Wallace
a 4K?
and
Wallace and Gromit is in
4K.
4K. It upscales to 4K.
They used more clay.
You can see the thumbprints. You can actually. It's cool.
I don't know.
love it.
it sounds like a regrettable thing to do, to buy that thing and to find out it doesn't have all the features you're looking for.
Yeah.
Which is the criterion of this question.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
You've already accused me of a lie.
Have I?
Yeah, the egg thing.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So which one is it going to be, buddy?
Ooh, are you allowing it? No, hold on, that's bias. You already committed.
You said that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. It's
egg. It's egg thing.
I'll keep with it.
We'll see
However,
if you have egg on your face at the end of it.
I don't know about the rest of these fuckers. I'll give you a half point if it turns out this one's a lie. But if you keep doing this every round, that half point's going to diminish.
To be fair, I definitely thought
To be
I
fair.
accused Drew first.
Okay.
Jacuzzi.
Do you want to accuse him now with the thing that he's about to say, or do you want me to say the thing? Or are you still thinking
I'm
about
fine.
yours?
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So the reason I brought this up is I'm a pretty cheap person, generally speaking.
Yep.
But I just moved. No, I'm very loose with my money. I just moved to a university, apartment building with my friend, and we're
Is a friend? Is a friend no one?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do we know your friend?
Yes.
I think you've met.
I've met them.
We definitely do.
She's been to the shows before.
Yeah, I've met her.
Oh, she has.
I've met her plenty of times. Plenty of times.
Plenty.
Anyway,
Believe me.
Believe me.
Is this the lie? Wow, you guys look very skeptical.
Plenty of
Plenty of times.
the true lie is that I just don't have a roommate.
I live outside.
Yeah, it's one minute detail, and the rest is all true. Don't do that for your lie, bud.
No, we moved into this apartment building together, and it was all very exciting. And I got a little carried away with, like, getting stuff for the apartment.
And I bought an anaconda.
No, it was actually really sad because she had to get rid of her snake for it. But,
Well, she loved that snake.
yeah, right.
Anaconda don't got bugs.
But I bought a
Loved
TV.
Feed it.
You bought a
rats.
TV?
I bought a TV.
A big old TV? And you regret it?
I'm looking at that TV. It's smaller than that one, so it's not a big old TV.
That
Yeah, for
helps
the
the people at
listeners,
home.
that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that
Okay.
TV there.
What would you say that is?
40 inch.
No, this is like 60.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's like 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 40.
I think it's 55.
Okay.
60 feels big.
If that's 55, then the one I got was probably about like 42 or
Size
40 or
doesn't
something like
matter,
that.
It's all
Yes,
about
I-
how you use it.
Yeah, it's-
Well, that's the
It's
thing.
not-
That's the thing. We moved in, and I haven't used it yet. So my mother had like an extra Chromecast.
Lie.
Chromecast. Because she like graduated to like the Fire TV stick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, lie.
So I was like, okay, well, I'll use the Chromecast for the TV. But the thing is Emily has her own PS5
Emily,
Which
that's
is
who it is.
set up in a...
Oh, yeah, we didn't say the name, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. That's my roommate. Which is set up in the living room. We have our computers with our monitors and stuff. And then my room has no space in it right now because there's a cat tree. Because Durango has to live in my room right now, my cat Durango. So I have no place to put this fucking TV that I bought, so I haven't used it yet. And it was a waste of money. I mean, maybe I'll get use out of it eventually. But
So you didn't think to get like a wall mount and just mount it on the wall somewhere?
well, so I could put it up as the thing, but there's nowhere unique to put it. Like the PS5
It
plays
just
like
sits on its own, right?
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on the floor right now. What the fuck are you laughing about?
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
Not appropriate.
So the PS5 plays like YouTube and Netflix and all that stuff. So if I want to watch TV, I can just use the thing that's already set up. I have no reason for the TV right now.
Okay.
So I rushed.
Why
into
didn't you
that.
return it then?
Because I think I'm going to use it eventually. It's just like I want a TV on my own. Like I want a TV for myself because the other one is Emily's. But I don't need it now. But I don't want to return it because I don't like doing that.
Why not?
You gotta swallow
Fuck
your gun,
them.
dude.
It's Google.
Fuck who? Google. No, I don't get to return the Chromecast. That's
Fuck Google.
That's locked in. That's like from years ago.
What are you
It's
returning?
the TV.
Well,
Is
he's
it a
not
Google
returning.
TV?
No.
Did you listen to any of the story?
No, I was laughing about that other thing.
Oh.
Something about an extra Chromecast. I don't know. Okay, that's a lie.
All right.
That's your lie.
You don't think
You
I
know-
bought a TV?
I don't think
You know what?
I don't
I'm
think you
gonna-
bought a TV and just let it sit there.
And
if you're that
regretted it,
cheap,
yeah.
you would have brought it back by now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe you've convinced me.
That's quite a story, Drew. I think it's real for now. I got you motherfuckers beat left and right, dude. I have no excuse for this. This was in sophomore year of university.
Okay.
So the year that I was on the improv team with you, Drew.
Hey.
I saw one of those ads for one of those sites that were selling laptops at like a heavy discount and going like, we're having a wholesale clearance, come buy our stuff. And it was one of those sketchy sites. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome for only $150. I'll take it. And I totally got scammed. Go figure, I regret that. And I feel really bad because everyone thinks of themselves as the I won't fall for this types until it happens to them.
Right.
The thing that got me was that I checked and it was like they send like a tracking number with each purchase. I just never considered the idea that they just like be bold-faced enough to send a tracking number that isn't a tracking number and doesn't get rerouted to anywhere.
It just wasn't active. It was just a number.
They had like fucking email addresses that would respond to other things about like things like that. So like when I emailed them going, oh hey, my tracking number doesn't work, when they didn't get back to me, I thought it was like, oh that's weird. And like I waited a week, which was dumb because I think my bank refused on the basis that I waited longer than a week to cancel a purchase or something like that.
There's a limit.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. My bank was very unhelpful. I was like, yeah, I got scammed, and I'd like to walk back on this purchase. And they were like, oh, that's fascinating. Anyway, be on hold for 2 hours and talk to like 7 different people in different departments, and the 7th person will tell you need to like fill out this paperwork thing and do your taxes and like all this other things. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it. It's
funny thing, that is one of the benefits of a credit card. It's a lot harder to get scammed with purchases because you can get the money back.
You know, you've changed since you've gone to financier school. I'm not getting a fucking credit card. You can't make me.
Fun fact. What were you going to use the laptop for?
What do you use your computer for?
Well, I mean, no matter
credit card stuff.
No matter how much of a discount you thought it would be, $150 is still not a good laptop. So like,
no, it was one of those $1,000 computers for $150.
Oh,
it's wholesale.
This is why I say, like, I'm embarrassed.
That's a big discount.
Yeah, that's why I was embarrassed to have fallen for it, Mr. I listened to the story, Drew.
I'm pressing X to doubt on that one. I don't know if I believe you.
You think I wouldn't be that dumb?
I mean, I'd like to have faith in you.
This is tense. This is the longest silence we ever had on the history of After School Arcades.
I'm calling a lie.
You're calling a lie?
I really want to call a lie.
Good.
Was this second year you said?
Sophomore year of university, yeah.
I'm gonna call a lie.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna call a lie.
2 people called the lie on me on that one.
Commit to it.
All right.
Commit to it eventually.
That's 3 questions asked. All right, you got a question?
I've got a question for y'all. What's
Means you're
something someone repeatedly did that annoyed the shit out of you, but you never talked to them about?
Oh God.
Oh, Drew. Okay, so I'm kidding.
I've been meaning to talk about this.
Not listen to me when I made perfectly reasonable points. Something someone repeatedly did to me that annoyed the fuck out of me, but I never talked to them about.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is difficult when someone else gives me the question because I don't have an immediate answer.
I can start off.
Please,
Sure,
Yeah. So my roommate in first year straight up just used to chew with her mouth open a lot. And I'd start like avoiding being like in my room at meal times because I could not stand it. It was so bad. And I'd like put my headphones in and I could still hear that shit. And it drove me insane. But how do you tell someone about that?
You kill them.
Yeah.
You don't deal with it ever again.
Exactly.
You put them in a ditch.
Yeah, so I just put up with it for a year, and never told her about it. I just complained to everyone about it.
One of my best friends. Sorry, we should decide if that's a lie.
I'm too big.
I'm gonna say that's a lie because I haven't accused anyone of anything.
I don't think that's a lie.
It's nothing personal.
I don't think
That's a lie.
I need to recuperate a lot of like, because I'm a very vocal person. When someone bothers me, I tell them almost immediately.
Right,
It's
so
to
what are the
point-
things you haven't said?
It's to the point of being a flaw with me that I say things like that way too openly. So what the fuck if people...
So okay, I'll say this one.
I believe you, and also I've already accused you, so...
I'll say this one, and I don't know if it's necessarily to me, but I know this is like sort of like a nervous tick, I guess, that my dad has. So like when he gets nervous, he'll like
Shut up, Dan!
Like he'll do this
Jesus.
like sort of clearing, not quite clearing his throat, but like a little like light cough.
Daryl, he has asthma.
Yeah, shut the fuck up! Yeah, you're just like having dinner, just like, these are good. Okay!
It's just annoying. It's just annoying that it happens every single time. It's like it's one of those tells that's like, oh, just say what you mean.
Yeah. All right, just say what you mean.
Why are you so nervous? And yet you never told him about it. You never said what you mean.
No, and he still does.
So judgmental.
Okay. I have one. One of my best friends of my entire life, from about grade 7 till like through high school.
Jeff.
No. Through high school, like into university.
Through the whole high school?
No,
Okay.
no. Through high school, into university, we still saw
You
each
threw
other.
it into the university.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's it. No.
He did it over and over, and I never said anything.
He smelled like propane.
Oh.
And I think it was his ass.
Yeah, look who it is. It's propane ass.
Yeah, good old case of propane ass.
I don't think.
He did over and over again.
Yeah, he was bad. And I didn't know how to tell him. It was not like he was working around propane. It was not his sweat. It was his farts smelled like propane.
This is Luke's mind going, one of these days I'm going to talk to him about this and tell him not to do that.
Smells like propane.
But why was that bad? Propane's not
Propane
like...
smells gross if you're
Yeah.
around for a long time.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a
like
natural
nauseating.
gas.
Yeah.
Makes me dizzy.
It's supposed
I wasn't
to.
huffing his farts.
Was it his farts? That
Oh yeah.
It was definitely his farts.
Oh, so it was like an
Oh,
occasional.
I pictured like the
Propane
like
smell?
natural smell. Like some people just smell like. There was this one guy, I remember him, Spencer. God rest his soul. He's not dead, but whatever. He smelled like smoked meat all the time through middle school, and I was like fascinated. Like, why do you smell like? In hindsight, it's probably because his family smoked a lot of meat. Because like smoked meat smell gets into everything.
Right.
Yeah. Smoke meat every day.
Nice. I like how you're about to say the weed part. I heard the W.
Yeah.
Weed.
Me, professional comedian.
Okay, that's probably real.
Thanks, Daryl.
Yeah, I smell like profane. It was from his ass.
Profane.
He smelled like he was profane because it was from his ass.
Profanity.
Watch
Watch your profanity. I should have told him that. And I didn't. And I'll take it to the grave.
Okay.
I'll jump on board of the shitting on roommates train. I had a roommate, and harmless activity. On the one hand, kind of cute in a way.
Oh no.
But what he would do for fun often is smoke a little bit of weed,
Oh.
watch a little bit of SpongeBob
Oh.
at like 10 or 11 at night, and laugh like a hyena throughout the night while I'm trying to go to sleep. So I'm trying to sleep, and all I hear is like, Patrick, that's not it. From the living room. And I never confronted him about it because I was like, he'll stop eventually.
That's-
Sweetheart of a person, but like, oh my god, it was so annoying.
That is hilarious. Like SpongeBob. Like, oh, we gotta watch Gary.
It was the pitch too that really got to me.
Yeah, lie. Sorry.
That's a lie?
It's only because it's too entertaining.
Yeah, lie. That sounds like something.
Your life's a lot more boring than that.
That also sounds like someone who doesn't smoke weed would like pull out of thin air.
Would be like, there was weed
What if the-
involved.
what if
And they like
Stoners, like-
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And I was trying to sleep.
Laughing really loud at SpongeBob.
So you two think it's a lie?
Yes.
Are you committing to the lie, or you're just making
I
fun?
already accused you.
What'd you accuse me for?
The TV.
Oh, I thought it was only Daryl.
Yeah, I did too.
We got 50-50
Or wait,
split on
did
the
I?
last two.
I accused him of the
You
TV.
can
I
now
don't
if you
know.
want to, but
Yeah, we don't remember. We've only got it recorded,
I
so it's
accuse
fine.
you now.
All right,
Of the
sweet.
TV?
Of the TV watching of SpongeBob While High.
Of the SpongeBob,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, so
Who hasn't gone for the...
So now I can tell a lie without
me?
any restraint because everybody's already guessed me.
This is the best one I can come up with. So...
The best lie you could come up with?
No, the
I've already
best,
guessed
like...
you, it's fine.
Yeah, thank you. The best, like, example of such, because this isn't, like, an egregious thing, and to be honest, it's not a great story, but fucking whatever. So, in late high school, I used to hang out with this gang of 4 people. Their names were Carter, Cody, Zach, and Devin. and we were all just sort of like a group
Not
together.
a gang of 5 people?
4 people excluding me.
Okay.
And they attempted to. They
You
attempted
trying to get him on numbers? Is
you're
that
in
the lie?
financial planning, dude.
Damn it! You saw through it already. They were a bunch of cool guys. They tried to get me into D&D, which did not succeed, as you probably could have guessed.
Yeah.
They tried to get me into Pathfinder, and the way they played it was essentially improv, but with like an attempted narrative. That went a little bit more successfully. They're also, for the record, they're really funny and talented guys. Zach is, and you know, think whether this is a lie or truth all you want. You could look this up afterwards. He is. You ever heard of Kinda Funny, the podcast from like a gaming group, like
I've heard that name before.
Game Over Grady's in it? Yeah, he used to be their fucking animator.
Really?
My friend Zach, yeah.
That's cool.
Super talented guy. The rest of them, super great. Anyway, the reason I made that face is because, we'll see. So, we're hanging out. I'm the youngest of them, because all of them were a grade above me. And I think all of them took an extra leap year after me. So all of them were still at my high school in like grade 12A or grade 13 or whatever you want to call it. And they were like mostly coasting because they only had to do a few classes. You know how it be. And as a result, I was kind of like the young'un of the group. Which, I want to say for the record, Zach didn't treat me any differently. Cody didn't treat me any differently. Carter had a tendency to, like, you could get, like, diet condescension from him, where, like, he would call you buddy, and, like, I don't know what it is, but just, like, being called buddy would be, you know,
Buddy, stop that.
Yeah.
no, just, like, buddy, you know, like, that sort of thing, where it's like, alright, I'm the little kid to you.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
buddy.
Babe, you're not that guy, buddy.
Like, you know, if you said, like, something to Cody, he'd be like, whatever you say, man. And to me, it's whatever you say, buddy. Like, that sort of thing. And Devin was the worst out of all of them. By that, I mean, like, the only bad guy, apart from, like, even, like, Carter was, like, again, diet condescension. I'm telling this poorly. This is the one you can call me out on. But, yeah, Devin, like, when he didn't do anything by himself, but whenever Carter like called me buddy, he'd like jump on that and make me feel like a little kid. Like he'd rustle my hair or like really rub it in because he thought it was a joke. So he was just sort of like, yeah, buddy.
So
like
this
that sort of
thing
thing.
you're self-conscious about, he also noticed and like leaned into it super hard.
I don't know if he noticed that I was self-conscious about it. Is
Or
the thing.
he noticed the
he
thing,
noticed
the
noticed
trend.
that Carter was doing a thing,
Yeah.
and he leaned into that, thinking it was an in-joke in the group. I didn't enjoy it, but this actually works because, like, in university was really when I learned to like go, oh my god, I can just speak up for myself. Holy
Just say
shit!
I don't like that.
Yeah. Which led to actually myself and Carter not speaking anymore for a long while. That's a story for after the podcast. But anyway, yeah. I didn't really make a lot of... I kept in contact with Zach and Cody and, like, Carter for a bit after...
It's a sweet life.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Their names were literally Zach, Cody, and Carter, and Devin.
And Mr. Mosby.
I don't know what that means.
It's a Random Tipton. In the sweet life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
the hotel that
Yeah.
the suite they lived in.
Oh, I
Why
see.
don't you
So-
turn on the radio?
It's a
You're like,
TV.
M or film?
That's a reference for all y'all out there keeping score. Anyway, Cody and Zach still love him to bits. Keep in contact with them. Carter, I would keep in contact with him, but we just happen to not.
Carter fucking hate his guts.
Devin. Devin's the one I specifically like. Nope, not talking to you after I go to university. Specifically because of the condescension thing, and I feel like if I had just addressed him about it, maybe we could have avoided that. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already guessed you, so everybody else has to weigh in on this
Did I
one.
already guess you?
That sounds real, but I'm gonna guess lie.
Why?
To fucking... Because I haven't accused you of anything yet.
All right, there's another round.
Oh, that's right. No, that's real.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, it's a very mundane story, too.
Yeah.
I would have pulled out something, like, bigger for a fucking line.
And
At
it's
least
very,
people could be entertained, instead of like, yeah, I don't know, there was this one guy who was, like, weird.
Tell me,
But that's
buddy.
the thing. It's so specific. There's so many details that it's very easy to have the lie get caught in the truth telling.
You're gonna accuse me, but you can't, because you already did.
I did. I don't remember now.
You already accused me, and
I already accused you.
you already accused me. So you're hedging your bets the next one's a lie, which is probably wise.
Spit it out.
It was too emotionally articulate, I think, for a lie. Like, all the details were about, like, interpersonal relationships, which I think are harder to make up. Rather than, like, oh, I was down the street.
I went to X and did a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I don't have any skin in the race because I wasn't lying either way. So like, what is something a liar would think? Anyway, that's everyone, right? The last question.
Darel still needs to go, I think, right?
So this is the question of mine.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so you already mentioned a story about how you were scammed, right?
Yeah.
You already mentioned how you were like
Supposedly.
Oh,
supposedly.
shit. She called me out live for that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
But was there a time where you got away with something? Possibly a scam, possibly something else. But you got away without ever getting into trouble for something that you definitely did.
Yes.
Is that your answer? Yes.
Oh, fuck, I have the perfect example, but I cannot talk about it on podcast.
Okay. Well, then you have to tell us something else.
Well, that sucks, dude.
I have one.
Yeah?
When I was a little kid, my brother and I had separate little piggy banks, right?
Okay.
And when I was a kid, I would
This is
once in a while.
This is such the beginning of a lie.
Just
Like, I can tell.
every once in a while, I would take a little handful and just put it in mine.
How can you do that in a piggy bank?
It was like it was not a piggy bank. It was like a box of money.
Lie.
Lie.
Yeah, you're already
So,
changing your
have I
story.
guessed you yet?
Yeah, that's the reason I'm doing it. I didn't even listen to what he said.
All right.
Even go on with it. Go on with it.
Well, that's the end of the story. Is that
Did
I
he ever
just,
find
like-
out?
No, I got away with it.
But he was like, oh, I have less money than before. That's weird. Anyways.
He was too young and dumb to understand.
Wow.
We were pretty little.
I've got one, baby.
We were pretty little.
Okay. Okay.
My little boys.
Hey, Drew, you have a good memory for this stuff. Have I told my uncle's toilet story on this podcast before?
One, I don't have a good memory for this stuff. Two, no, I don't think so.
All right.
I've never.
Are you-
Well, I'll be
I'm
uncle's
finished.
toilet.
So, sometime that you've, like, not scammed, but deceived someone and gotten away with it.
Yep.
Okay, so, my uncle, right? He lives in the United States. I sometimes live with him for, like, small periods of time. And at one point, he's never gonna listen to this, thank fucking God. There was this one time when he decided to get his toilet replaced with one of those high-end Japanese models. It's got like a bidet, it's got like all the bells and whistles.
Bidet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't even need toilet paper anymore, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got like a thing that sings to you, like all the cool
That's a
things.
bell.
Yeah. And whistle as well. So it all depends on what instruments it uses. Anyway, so the toilet, right? It came in several parts, and the bowl arrived, and I'm a weak toothpick man with pipe cleaner arms. I tried lifting the damn thing because the delivery guy put it essentially on the driveway, and the driveway is probably where he left it. See the end of this room off towards the mirror there?
Yeah.
It was about the amount of distance I'd need to bring it was about 1.5 times that. For people at home, that's about 15-ish meters.
Yeah, like that's like 25 feet.
Or 40 feet. Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly, that one.
I, for the love of God, could not lift it. So what I did was I just kept like moving it like
Shifting it around.
like
Yeah.
a puzzle box, like shifting it onto its side, then its other side, then its other side, and I got it in there, and I was like, "Whew, that's a way." Don't know why they didn't do this themselves, but what the fuck ever. And anyway, my uncle comes home. He wants to inspect the handiwork, and he opens the box, and sure enough, there's a big old crack. And he's like, "What the? What is this?" And he was like, "Paul, did you do this?" And I was like, no. And like the first time I said no, I was like, of course I didn't, and I fully believed it. And it wasn't until after I said no the first time that it clicked what had happened exactly. Oh fuck, it cracked while I was moving it around. So the first time sounded genuine as all hell. Probably the next time too. I don't know how good a liar I am. I guess we'll find out here. And yeah, that was basically just sort of like a situation where like he ended up calling the company. The company yelled going, "We take great care of like the stuff that we mail," because it was a mailing company, it was a third party. And they got super pissed at my uncle. And my uncle actually like held the phone and went, "Are you sure it wasn't you?" Like more than once.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, it was their fault.
But the thing is, it could have been them, right?
It's possible. very improbable. I
they've
remember
already
how
been
rough I
broken.
was with the box.
But you don't know how it was transported from wherever it was. You know, if they took it by car, by train, or by plane.
Let me put it this way:
The Dr.
with the
Seuss
way
book.
that they were protesting, and with the way they were like, "This can't make any sense." It makes way more sense that because, like, if it was within the realm of possibility, they wouldn't say, "No way, it couldn't have been us." And given how rough I was with the box, and the fact that in the spacious box, which to my knowledge didn't even have styrofoam in it, I was moving it on its side over and over again. Yeah, absolutely, I caused that crack.
Okay.
That's my story. You have to call that a lie.
Yeah, that's a lie.
All right. Anybody else?
I'll riff off the childish urge to shift blame to someone else when you get in trouble. The thing I'm thinking about is when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay.
And my room was clean.
Oh, okay, it's a reference.
Yeah.
Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Swell.
Yeah.
The best rapper of all time.
Yeah.
It's right next to Eminem. Who else? Someone white.
But yeah, I had what I thought was a crush on someone because it's like that key time in development where you're like, I realize I can have feelings for other people.
This
and
is
it's
in grade
cool.
3?
Yeah, I don't know, at least
right.
for me.
Maybe I developed late. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Go ahead.
So I convinced myself that I had a crush on this guy, which obviously I didn't. It was just kind of like an attention thing, like, ooh, guys, guess what? I have a crush on someone.
That happens with people our age now. That could happen with somebody in this room. Anyway.
Not that I'm saying anything.
Oh, the whodunit of the century. Don't look at me like that, Luke.
That was my stomach.
So I had one of those secret lock diaries. I don't know if
God, Leslie.
you guys had them when you were growing up.
You heart your eyes.
Yeah. And I used to write stuff with words that I had heard from adults, like sexy.
I hope this is a lie.
But yeah, I remember writing in my like secret lockable diary, like, Cam is sexy, Cam is hot.
And was he?
No.
However,
Shout out to our listener, Cam.
yeah, Cam, you're listening, you're hot, and you're sexy. Don't listen to Leslie. She's just being mean.
But my mom found it one time. I don't know
Cam
how
or
she got...
the diary?
What do you think?
Both. She's like, what is this diary doing next to this not very hot man?
She found the diary somehow. I don't know how she got into it, but I remember her waiting for me when I got home one day and being like, Leslie, where did you learn these words? I was like,
Cam, it's the name of the boy at school.
It's like, that wasn't me. And she's like, you sure you didn't write Cam is sexy, Cam is hot? And I was like,
You're like holding the key in your hand. That wasn't me. Ow.
and I immediately like name dropped one friend and I was like, she did it. She came over and she wrote it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why does that look
Your
like all
mom
the other
did
writing
not
in
believe
this
you.
book?
No, my mom apparently believed me.
Have
Because
you
she
asked her
dropped it
recently?
at that. Oh, I don't know.
Ask her, next time you see her, ask her, hey mom, remember that time that I blamed Brenda for fucking writing Cam is sexy in my diary? Did you believe me? Because I was telling a filthy lie.
Yep. Just, I don't know. I just immediately was like, no, not me. It was this friend. Yeah.
I hear that. All right, deception. Who else? Who else needs to go?
I think I have to guess that that's a lie. I don't
Okay.
think I've guessed you yet. I think I have to guess.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think I've guessed you and you.
That's
So
possible.
you're 2 last rounds of us.
So that's for me too.
We should have written these questions down so we could remember our answers.
Just remember which
We'll
ones
review
you
it.
lied. That's the important part.
I'm sure we remember our questions and then we can.
Can remember when we lied. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Darel, what's your answer to this question?
So my answer is that when I was in grade 3, we borrowed the vacuum from the janitor, and it was like one of those really, really old vacuums, like from the 70s and stuff. It had a huge like bag that would expand, and then it would like go down when the power went out. So we had this great idea of like vacuuming all the crap from the floor, and one of them was
Like a vacuum?
yeah, but it was like a bunch of craft stuff, and one of them was like a plastic spoon, and the plastic spoon got stuck in the vacuum, and it like broke it.
Oh shit!
Is this another gonna I blamed someone else for this?
I blame the dog.
Yeah.
Well, so like technically, I wasn't holding on to the vacuum, but yeah, it was like the three friends, like including me. So me and two other friends of mine, and we were all sort of like standing in a line of like shame, and we were like looking down. We're like, oh, this is our fault. And their teacher's like, okay, so who did it? Who did it? Darel, you're looking very guilty. You have this guilty face on you. Did you do it? And I was like, no, actually, it was like Matt's idea. And then Matt, like to his credit, he was like, yeah, that was my idea. It's true, whatever. And then they're like, okay, well, we'll bring you down to the office. You'll have to deal with it, whatever. And they, he basically got to hang out with a janitor for the rest of the day, which was kind of
Like
awesome.
a good deal, yeah.
And the vacuum wasn't broken. They just took the spoon out of the
Just
vacuum.
got jammed.
It
Oh,
worked
there's a spoon in
again.
here. Hey, this works fine.
And so
Tell me that everyone was like, oh, thank you, Matt. You managed to make us confront our own desires to clean the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
maybe.
Call the mayor. This boy deserves the key to the city.
And you're like, what? That's your just desserts right there.
It's true.
Just desserts.
Did anyone need to guess me here?
Yeah, does anyone call live?
Live.
Okay.
Did I guess you yet?
Vacuums weren't invented until 1980.
We should have written this
I
down.
think we guessed the same one for.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't remember
Yes.
which one.
What's the question again?
Is it easy decision that could have been bad?
Right.
So for me, so we never got caught is the thing. So we didn't have to pass blame on anybody. We never got caught in the first place. Playing with fire is a fun thing to do, kids.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun out there in the
Did you
world.
light a slide on fire?
We did not light a slide on fire. We tapped into the gas for cooking that we had.
What?
For the
Who's we?
Yeah, good question.
I'm not name dropping anybody, but it was a group of we're at a camp,
Oh my god.
and
Is this Milk Day guy? It feels like Milk Day guy.
no, it's not Milk Day guy.
Wait, is this your roommate?
I'm not saying who it is.
That sounds like a yes.
sounds like Emily.
So so we siphoned a little bit of gas. I don't remember what it's for. It was either
Is this
for the
pre or post
generator.
dildo?
Pre. It was pre-dildo. We siphoned a little bit of gas. I don't know if it was for the generator or if it was for the cooking, but we had a gas. So we put it in a little jar. And while all the adults were away, we fucking threw it on the fire. I just threw a jar full of gas on the fire and it whooshed up.
Oh
Oh,
And
that's
you
cool.
could see up at the top where the
Where the fireplace went ramp. Yeah.
No, this was outside. Where some of the trees over top were scorched a little bit.
Only a little bit, so they went.
Only a little bit, so yeah, just whoa. They didn't light on fire or anything. And we're like, fuck, so we buried the jar.
Because it was a volcano.
Oh.
These are some niche improv jokes, and you don't get them. Haha, viewer.
Get wrecked. So we buried the jar.
In a
and
funnel.
It is still under the ground to this day.
Holy shit! We gave some stories about I blamed Dan for a thing Dan didn't do. You just gave an alternate script to Stand By Me.
Wait, so where's the deceiving in that? Who was?
It was what was it? Something we did that we never got caught for or whatever. That was the
Yeah.
question,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Wow.
I just didn't have to lie about who done it.
Wow. This is not my life, but I have a similar. What?
I was gonna say, I'm sure later on they were like, "Where's the jar?" And we're like, "Oh, I don't know." But that's not as interesting.
Where's the jar? Why are you asking me? Sounds like someone who stole the jar would say.
I remember that just reminds me of being at a birthday party and they throwing axe cans in the fire.
Axe
Oh,
cans.
yeah.
Yeah, and they fucking.
Oh, I've put batteries in the fire. I've torched bug spray with a lighter or the match or whatever. Yeah. I've done all that stuff. Don't do it. There's a chance it just goes back into the bottle and fucking blows up while you're holding it.
Jesus.
But I've done it before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking we review them question by question and ask and see if any of us got the lies, and if the lie never was gotten, we reveal what the lie was. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think so. I think we just go question by question. If we lied on that question, we say it. I'm confused.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Have we all given all of our answers for everything?
I
Yep.
So,
Yep.
All right, cool. So round one was Luke with the easy I could fuck myself or not decision. Was anybody lying that round?
truth.
I lied.
You lied.
You did
What
do
was
the
the story?
cocaine.
I've never seen cocaine in my life. I couldn't come up with anything, so I immediately went to a lie.
I should
I
have.
saw it.
My gut was saying that's.
I
not
know you
true.
were staring me down. I was like,
I also lied there.
Ooh.
What did you say again?
It was the car thing where I felt like I was gonna.
Oh, yeah, that was
Thank
dark.
God that you
that
didn't.
Was,
I was
dark.
thinking of accusing a lie, but
Frankly, I'm gonna be honest, 100% honest. I was considering it, but didn't on the grounds that there would be a lot of undue pressure on you if that turned out to be true. That would look really bad on you. So good on you.
Yeah, just like when we find out you actually fell for a scam.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So did anyone correctly guess either of those two? I don't think we
No.
did.
nobody accused
well done.
lies that round.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well done, guys. My second round was round two, the most inconsequential lie. Did anyone lie that round?
Yeah, I lied about the egg thing.
You lied about the egg.
Yeah.
And you got that.
Yeah, I did train myself to eat eggs. That's real.
All right, 1 point, Darel.
Yeah.
Well done, Darel. Darel may win this as opposed to the Rob Zombie thing. Anyway, that's mixing up our cannons. So, round number 3 was the purchase you regretted. Did anyone lie that round?
I did not buy a TV.
You
Okay, so
I accused you of lying!
Darel,
On the
I think
next
you.
one.
Yeah, Daryl,
accused
you
me for the
accused him too.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what one.
All right,
That's
so 2 points to Darel. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so you
anyone else?
didn't buy the TV? That was the lie?
I never bought a TV. No.
Okay.
My like biggest
so-
like that was like buying a keyboard, like a starter keyboard for like $250, playing it like 3 times and then putting it in the basement.
No one. Wow. Interesting. All right. Yeah. So I'm the only liar left among us. Oh.
Don't know.
Among Us.
Yeah, there it is. So round 4 was the annoying thing you never confronted. And like a complete sociopath, I lied about the emotional tool.
Are those people even real?
Carter, Cody, and Zach all are, but Devin never existed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's so funny. Like the one guy in there did not exist, but all the other guys were part of the.
The other guys were part of the group, and they were just fine people. Yeah.
That's so
I hung
funny.
out with like people, and then I just decided to like. I didn't want to like include something that I'd already told you guys before, and then tack a lie in there because that seemed unfair. But I figured it was free game since you guys didn't know who any of those people were. If that made
Yeah,
sense.
like I vaguely knew about the D&D thing, but
Yeah.
didn't know about the buddy thing.
Yeah, and no one lied when we talked about the biggest deception. All of our we all did those scumbag things. I broke the toilet. What did you do? You put the fork in the garbage disposal.
Which
oh my
didn't end
god. Yeah, you got that joke. Nice. What was your thing again?
I wrote
You wrote
sexy
the
in my
sexy in your
diary.
diary.
I stole my brother's money.
You stole your brother's money. And you
Threw a bunch of gasoline on the fire.
Holy shit.
Excellent.
Well, that's 5 new things we all know about each other. Well, 4
Those
each, I
are
guess.
5 things.
Yeah. 4 truths and a lie? Is that what I'm naming this episode?
Sure, yeah.
It took the whole fucking episode. I had fun.
Yeah.
Great.
Ain't that entertaining for you smug fucks? This is a more low-key episode. You got to learn more about us. You're lucky. Anyway.
It's like a first date.
Oh, well,
Do
Like
you
a 20th date.
yeah.
Have you ever stolen money from your brother?
And Luke is like sitting on the other end of the speed dating table going, this question again. Yes.
Yes, I did. Next person. Did you steal money from your brother? My brother's in the other room, like, go ask him.
There's like 34 people behind him.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we're going to see you all next month, in the month of December, the Christmas month.
Yeah.
We're going to do something special. I don't know what it is yet. We haven't figured this. This is improv. Fuck you. In the meantime, my name has been Tweed.
My name's been Luke.
My name's been Drew.
My name's been Leslie.
And my name's been Daryl.
Lie.
You
Thanks
got
for
me.
watching.